most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about the number one reason you are having back pain when you're working out. And we're going to show you how to stop it too.
There you go.
And you better listen to us.
Well, they will, Bob. They're smart.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you're going to go to our website, bobandbrad.com, and go to the giveaway section, because this week we are giving away the vibrating massage ball, FITINDEX.
Yes.
Right. It's like a miniature foam roller that vibrates.
Right. It's worked for muscle pliability and get those knots out.
Yeah. You sign up to the giveaway at bobandbrad.com. Go to Facebook. It'll also be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. Very simple reason why many people develop back pain with working out. It might be while you're working out, or it might be after that you feel the effects of this. What happens is, while you're working out, the number one thing you want to do is you want to keep the spine aligned correctly, which means you have a slight curve in the neck, slight curve out in the mid-back, and you're keeping that arch in the low back, all right? What happens is people, while they're doing, let's say you're doing a curl, Brad, even a curl, and you're really struggling, and you might bend forward and you
give a little compensation.
Yep, exactly.
Cheating.
Right. We definitely see it during squats. So when you're squatting, you want to maintain, there should be virtually no movement in the spine. You're going to get down to the lower part of the squat. What happens as you go down, the hamstrings pull on the pelvis, and the pelvis turns like this, and it rounds out the low back. They call it butt winking quite often. A lot of people will say it's fine to do that. It is not.
Right.
If you keep doing this over time, you will end up injuring your back.
Typically, we were just talking about this, younger people in their 20s and 30s, they get away with it fine. But when you get older, in the 50s, it starts to catch up with you. And then they start to modify their lifting practices.
Right. Then they listen to us, and then they finally realize there's some wisdom coming out of these balls. But you will, and your back is designed to do thousands and thousands of lifts if you do it correctly.
Sure.
But if you do it incorrectly, you're going to shorten your lifespan as far as of what the back can tolerate. You're going to end up with a herniated disc or some type of problem that you're not going to be happy with.
Right.
So want to keep the back in correct alignment. In order to do that, you want to make sure you're getting a lot of mobility in the hips. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to show, we're going to have our cameraman come out here.
Right. I cannot do squats well. I'm not a good, I've got spondylolisthesis. I don't do them. But we got someone, Mike does do them, and we've got a good person here.
Well, what we want to show here is that it's very difficult to know when you're rounding out. You almost need to have someone film you, or someone, filming is the best, but you can even do photos and show how your back is rounding out. A lot of people don't realize it.
Sure.
They have really poor position sense. So Mike's going to come on out. He's going to go ahead and use it. We got is that an Olympic bar, right, Brad? Mike? We won't even hear Mike.
He says it's a barbell.
It's a barbell.
There you go.
So why don't you back up, Mike? Yep, side profile. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back a little bit. Why don't you try to do proper? Let's see how well you do.
So we're looking right in here.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Right there.
Right there. We get a subtle butt wink.
Yep.
That's where L5, S1 are being overstressed, and that disc happens to be the one that is most likely to have a bulge or a rupture or herniation.
The other thing is Mike doesn't have any weight on there right now except for the 45-pound bar. And what do you do normally, Mike? You tell me, I'll interpret for them. Yeah. So he does 350. So imagine how much more stress that is on the back.
Right.
And that he's probably going to butt wink even more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's going to have trouble maintaining form. And so many people are so interested in getting the result of doing it. They're not interested in the fact that he did it. They did the squat. They're not interested in doing it right, or they're not interested in what it gives you strength.
And us as therapists that worked with back pain people for 30 years, we're concerned about getting these people to last until you're into retirement without back problems.
Mike, why don't you do another one where you really do it wrong this time?
Oh, yeah. There,
Yeah,
so
these are a lot
right
more
there,
rounded
that
out
last
now.
little bit. And some people put that little bounce in there. So,
Yeah.
and Mike was just talking about that, which puts more stress on the back. And we'll get comments on this from avid lifters saying, this isn't done right, that's not done right.
Well, I'm going to give
you're
you a
wrong.
source. Okay, Mike, thank you very much. So there's a guy named Stuart McGill. He's a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
He has spent his life studying backs.
Right.
He's got a book out for the layperson, which is called The Back Mechanic, although it's pretty heavy reading too, even for the layperson.
Sure, yeah, I read
But he's
it.
got a bunch of textbooks too that I've read,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks about this.
Yep.
And he said that again, you're not going to be able to get away with it. I mean, he is the expert. If you don't believe us, believe what he says.
Sure.
And he's telling you, you do not do the butt wink. You do not. You keep the back straight.
Right.
He also recommends, believe it or not, if you're having back pain, he recommends avoiding all the seated lifting machines in a facility.
Sure.
So if you're going to work out at a gym, because what's happening is when you're in a seated position, your back's going to probably round out a little bit.
Yeah. They don't have lumbar supports in those things.
Exactly. So your back's already rounded out a little bit. Now you're putting some weight on there. Let's say you're doing overhead press-ups.
Yep, the military press.
Military press-ups or curls or
Sure.
something. Your back's going to round out.
Yep.
And therefore, you're going to end up with problems. And if you're having pain after you're lifting or during your lifting, that's telling you right now you're doing something wrong.
Right. Listen to your body.
Yeah. So again, Stuart McGill's book, if you want to check it out, it's called The Back Mechanic. I'm going to show you one last thing.
Oh.
He had recommended, this was actually from one of Stuart's textbooks. He had said, if you want to figure out how wide should your legs be when you're doing squats.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people, I think the wider the better because you can get down and keep your back straighter.
Sure.
That's not necessarily true. It depends on the makeup of your hips.
Right. It's a custom thing. It's like my hips, my toes.
Yeah, your hips externally rotate.
Right. So I'm definitely more comfortable with my toes out like this, and some people may not be, but this is a really nice test.
Yeah, so what you do, and I'm going to show this way first. So you're going to try squatting back, just leaning back like this.
You want me to do it without a tie?
Yeah, maybe you could.
I've actually got workout clothes on, Bob.
Sure.
Um,
This might make a little more sense. So you can do it with your legs together, and then you can do it with your legs apart. You're going to rock back.
Yeah,
Now,
so-
why don't you show it from the side, Brad? So he's starting to round out right there.
Yep.
So now try it, Brad, with your legs further apart. And now he's definitely doing better with the legs wider apart. You did fantastic with the legs
Well,
wide apart.
it's much easier for me to
Yeah.
do this, but when I'm here, I can do it. But
He starts rounding out. See how quickly he rounds out? So
Yeah.
Brad would be the type of guy that definitely, the farther he can get his legs apart while he's squatting, the better off he's going to be because he can keep that back straight. So this is just a minor thing to point out, but it's major in how it can affect your back.
right, particularly over time, if you want to do these exercises for
Yeah,
years.
I mean, believe me, as you get older, you're going to wish you did it correctly because when you get, I'm almost 60. Brad's on the latter end of the
Somewhere
50s
in
too,
there.
somewhere. And I hope to work out for another 20, 30 years.
right,
So
30. That gets 90 years old. That'd be
yeah,
good.
I hope to be. I hope to be that
Yeah.
guy that's in the gym, and I hope to be running yet. So
That's right. I
All
like
right.
that idea.
thanks everybody for watching.